Hi there, welcome back once again to Legacy Finance. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to invest in yourself. Now, if you're someone who has been following my videos, you observe that I've talked about how to invest in stocks, how to invest in bonds, and how to invest in real estate. However, one of the very important aspects of life is the very self. And in this video, I'll be highlighting to you how you can start investing in yourself. Now, there's a popular saying that says that your life is cheap because you feel that it's too expensive to invest in yourself. So, based on this saying, it clearly depicts that investing in yourself is one of the best things you can ever do to yourself. Okay? Now, if you are new to this channel, Legacy Finance is all about personal investments, entrepreneurship, and then personal finance. We give you the tools and ideas that will help you to acquire wealth, build that wealth over time, and gradually achieve financial independence. So if financial independence is one of your goals in life, then this channel is the best place for you to be in. Do consider subscribing and give this video a like if you have gotten value out of it at the very end of it. Now, in this video, as I stated, I'll be providing you with 7 practical ways that you can invest in yourself. And at the very end of the video, I'll give you an extra tip that will help you really invest properly into yourself. Now, the first thing that I want you to do if you really want to start investing in yourself is to identify a particular niche that you want to grow in. One, is it that you want to develop yourself as a leader? Is it that you want to develop yourself as a team manager? Do you want to develop yourself as a sales or marketing person? Any particular niche that you want to develop yourself in, identify that as a first step. Now, once you identify that as a first step, then we can proceed to talk about the following steps that I am going to talk about. So let's say that you have identified that you want to develop yourself as a leader. So you can now talk of the first one. The first thing that I encourage you to do is to consider going back to school. Consider going back to school. Education is one of the best investments you can put on yourself. Today, you are where you are partly because of the amount of knowledge and resourcefulness you have built into yourself. So educating yourself further will be one of the best vehicles that you can really use to really develop yourself. So let's say that you are someone who has gone to school up to the diploma level. You can consider going for a degree now so that you can get more knowledge. You become more of a utility to your company or your enterprise. If you are someone who has also obtained your degree, you may consider going for a master's certificate too as well. So educating yourself is one of the best investments you can really invest in yourself. Consider going back to school. Now, I know this is something that will not just happen overnight. You have to plan for it. You have to consider how much it will cost you to go back to school, and you have to make savings towards that as well. And if you are someone who has the support of family, it makes this whole process better. If you do not have that, then it means that you have to plan very well before you strategically decide that you want to go back to school. So that is the first thing that you can do. Now, the second thing that you can do is, after you have identified your niche, you can decide to go to school. If you decide that you don't want to take this process, then you can decide to start reading books around the niche that you want to develop yourself in. So if you are interested in leadership, you look for best-selling authors around the subject of leadership. For me personally, I like reading books written by John C. Maxwell. John C. Maxwell is one of the industry leaders insofar as leadership is concerned. His books are very informative, very educative, and they provide actionable steps that you can take to really develop yourself as a leader. So I strongly recommend books written by John C. Maxwell if you are interested in leadership. Now, let's say that you are also interested in the area of people management. In this area, I recommend books written by Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie is one of the industry leaders insofar as people management and people skills are concerned. So those are just some few examples about books that you can read to actually educate yourself. And trust me, books are a great resource because authors usually take not less than 3 to 5 years to compile these books. Yet you can just sit down and in a matter of 1 or 2 hours, read and absorb all this information into yourself. So this makes books a very great resource that you can take advantage of to truly develop yourself as someone who is interested in investing in yourself. Now, so let's say that you have done the following steps, or you are someone who doesn't find the following steps helpful. then I hope that the next step will be something that you can find very useful. And that is the issue of attending workshops and seminars. Attending workshops and seminars tailored towards the niche that you are interested in. So if you are interested in, as I said earlier, leadership, you can start signing on to workshops or seminars that are focused on the area of leadership. Now you can do this in two ways. Either you attend a physical conference or workshop, or you attend an online one or a webinar. So you can sign on to these programs, then you attend, and in there you will get speeches that will be delivered by strong leaders in these particular niches that you are interested in. So that is the next thing that you can do. Now, this step may cost you some little money, but it is worth it, because investing in yourself is one of the best things that you can really do to really grow as a person. So let's say that you have done this as well. Now the next thing you have to do is to find mentors. Find mentors in the area that you are developing yourself in. Now, developing yourself or investing in yourself is one of the hardest tasks out there. It can be very demanding, it can be very frustrating, it can be a very lonely journey. And if you do not persist, if you are not someone who is resilient, you can easily give up. And lots of people have already given up. So if you want to be the exception, then it means that you need to persist, you need encouragement, and you need motivation along the way. And you can get this by finding a mentor who will be as a guide, who will continue to encourage you, who will continue to motivate you in your path towards developing yourself in the niche that you are interested in. So finding mentors is one of the things that can work very well for you. Now, with the presence of the internet, it has made this step a whole lot easier. You can either find a physical mentor that you want to mirror yourself after, or you find an online mentor so that you can start mirroring yourself after this person. So it makes it very easier for you to develop yourself when you are around a mentor. And people say that you are the average of the 5 people that you find yourself in. The average of the 5 people that is your circle. So if you are around people who are interested in the niche that you are in and they are performing very well in it, chances are that you also learn from that and begin to also grow very well in that niche. So that is the next thing that you can do to really invest in yourself and make yourself better and increase your human capital. Now, the next thing that you can do is what I call buying of digital courses or subscribing to digital courses. If you look at our traditional educational system, most of what we are taught is theoretical based. This is not to say that theoretical based is bad. It is good because it serves a particular purpose in society. However, in the real world or in the working world, you need skills. You need practical knowledge to really work. This is something that our traditional schools do not really teach us. So to acquire these practical skills or practical knowledge to work in the working world, you need to sign on to courses that are tailored towards giving you those specific skills. And I have found that some of these digital courses are tailored towards this purpose. If you go onto a site like Udemy, Udemy is a great resource where people who are experts in their various fields make these digital courses so that you can sign on to them, so that you learn a particular or a specific skill. For instance, if you are interested in learning about photo editing or video editing, there are courses in there that you can subscribe or sign on to so that you learn that particular skill. If you are interested in learning about sales or marketing, there are courses there that you can subscribe to. If you are interested in learning a specific technical skill, then there are courses there for you as well. So I am someone who strongly believes that to acquire the job specific skills that you need, you can start taking on some of these digital courses. And some of them are very much affordable and in the range of $10 to $50. And this is something that if you are really serious about investing in yourself and growing your human capital, then you should be ready to make that investment towards developing yourself as well. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is investing in your mental health. Investing in your mental health. Investing in your mental health is very crucial in present times because there is a lot of demand on people from the work side. There is a lot of demand on people from society. There are a lot of timely deadlines that you have to meet, and this takes a toll on your mental health. So without taking the time to really invest in your mental health, you could easily break down or you could easily go down under the stress and demands of present work conditions. How do you start investing in your mental health? You could start by subscribing to an exercise program. You can decide that at least 30 minutes to 1 hour of your day will be spent in working out or following a regular exercise program. You could start by walking. You could decide that you want to do a regular jog, or you could decide that you even find some 30 minutes that you observe some quiet time all to yourself, where you can reflect over your thoughts. You are away from society and its pressures, so that you are all by yourself. You can be able to process your ideas properly. Another aspect of investing in your mental health is to start investing in your diet. Yes, diet. Diet is very important, because what you take in gradually becomes what you are. And we have seen cases where people are dying as a result of the diet that they are taking. So it is important that you start investing in your health and start investing in your diet. You can include fruits and vegetables as part of your diet if previously you were not doing that. And trust me, the rewards will start showing off in how productive you are once you start investing in your mental health. Now, the next step after doing all these 6 things is what I call journaling. Journaling is one of the things that most of us usually underlook. But I have found journaling to be a great resource in my life. It's the simple act of getting a simple notebook and a pen, where you write your thoughts, your ideas, your plans, and your aspirations in. Then periodically, you can go back to review these plans that you set out for yourself some few months ago. By doing just this simple practice, you are able to keep track of the progress that you are making in life, and you'll be able to readjust some of your plans according to present conditions. Another aspect of journaling is where you are able to pour your emotions. You are able to express yourself, your sadness, your grief, your happiness, your excitement. You can pour all this onto a journal, such that over time you can always go back and review them, and it puts you in the right frame of mind towards succeeding in life. Now, as I said earlier, I told you that I'll be giving you an extra tip for staying out to the very end of this video, and that is something I call traveling. Now, before I talk about traveling, there is something that I want to quote from one of my favorite persons, and that is a quote by C. Joe Bell. He stated that, "You may feel very secure in the pond that you are in now, but if you never venture out of that pond, you will never know that there is such a thing as an ocean or a sea. Holding on to something that is good for you may be the very reason why you don't have something better." This is a very thoughtful thought. You are currently in the position you are in because you feel very secured in it. However, if you do not attempt to go out of that situation, you will not even know that there is something better out there for you. So traveling is one of the best things that you can do for yourself. Most likely, your perspective or definition of life is based around your present circumstances or environment. Chances are that if you are exposed to a larger environment, then your perspective of life may change altogether. So traveling is one of the best investments you can do for yourself. When you travel, you get to meet different cultures, different people. You get to see that the world is so vast and wide and so bigger than the small environment that you have confined yourself to. So traveling is one of the best investments you can do for yourself. Now, you may consider traveling to 2 destinations, for instance, an urban community and then a rural community. Both will give you perspective of different aspects of life from different worlds. And you can make a commitment that for every year you travel at least twice, one to an urban community and one to a rural community, so that it will shape up your definition of life and how you perceive things as a whole. So those are the 7 tips that you can use to really start investing in yourself, increasing your human capital, and making yourself better as a whole in life. And if you are new to this channel, Legacy Finance is all about personal finance, investments, and entrepreneurship. If you have gotten some value out of this video, please remember to give this video a like, and remember to subscribe if you haven't done so. Your subscription and liking this video will go a long way to support to grow this channel and help us to create more valuable content like this for you. Thank you very much for watching, and God richly bless you. Bye.